ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. تاريخ لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليقين وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد.
From the heart of the United Arab Emirates, where vision meets ambition and excellence becomes a way of life. Welcome to Pearls of Union, a program that highlights inspiring leaders, innovators, and success stories shaping the future of our nation. Here we uncover journeys, ideas, and values that reflect the true spirit of the Union. In today's episode, we turn our focus to a story of growth, excellence, and dedication. So please welcome Mr. Shuhaib Ali, the founder of Pufferfish. Welcome, Mr. So glad to have you here today.
Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you. So, sir, let's start from the beginning. Could you please introduce yourself to our audience and walk us through your journey? So, what were the defining moments in your academic and professional background?
I think the most defining moment in my academic background is understanding how learning and development actually works. You need to have the good combo of the VAC, the visual, auditory, read and write, and kinesthetic learnings. Understanding these principles helped me put together a training program that is called the ICP, the Intensive Communication Program. Of course, primarily I come from training and development, assessing learner needs, and making sure that training and development is part and parcel of any organization. So this deeper understanding helped me develop this module where anybody can avail of in any organization.
Great. So, what exceptional experiences have you gained along the way exactly?
What really defines a progress level is understanding training and development and making sure I am able to inculcate it inside organizations. When you take a look at a brand, if a brand needs to excel, it needs to be understood by somebody who feels it and how they understand the particular brand. So assessing learner needs and making sure that the learner understands what outcome has to come out of that particular training has itself been an achievement on its own.
Yeah. So, as a successful entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur who has many achievements, I'm sure that you have a circle of mentors and supporters. So, who have supported you and encouraged you along the way?
I must say that's a tough learning, but yes, my parents play a very vital role in shaping who I am.
Yeah.
And I also must say that the team that you work with, the people that you choose to work with, makes you your best supporters and the ones who you want to connect and explore with. Alhamdulillah, when you know what you want for yourself and you want it for your brothers and you want it for your team, of course, you will keep excelling at it. And I think this has been a very key cornerstone of progress for me.
Great. So after gaining exceptional experiences, you decided to start your own venture. Yeah. So what motivated you to start your own company?
When I did not find what I really need inside the organizations that I was working for, of course, I've had the opportunity of working for people in power. I've had the opportunity of working for very good executives, very great CEOs, very great entrepreneurs. And I realized that there is a big vacuum in between building a system where a person can excel and an organization can excel. And getting to that core level is what really pushed me to the level to like step out of what I was doing and incorporate Pufferfish. Pufferfish was incorporated back home in my home country. And I realized creating the space where an individual can really progress and grow is the kind of mix that anybody wants to see in an organization.
Great. So as you mentioned before, sir, that you apply the work model with a strong emphasis on kinesthetic learning. So how does this approach shape the learner's experience and skills?
Any kind of output requires a good mixture of understanding the science, the vocabularies, and also the practical application for it. Now, the VARC model is about making sure there is visual learning taking place. Some of us learn through screens. Like if you take a look at the new gen, they learn a lot through screens and screen time. They're receiving more through sight and hearing, and very less with reading perhaps. And that does not take reading out of the mix because there are certain things that have to be read to be understood. And if you take a look at the speaking ability is a pure construct of the listening ability. Like the stronger you listen, the more you're able to get your good in. Good listening gives good speaking. So that's where the auditory comes. Now you've got to bring these three blends together and make it a practical application for somebody to bring out something that is very, very impactful. And that is called kinesthetic learning, a practical approach towards it. So the VARC model is something that a lot of educational institutes really set back on and they don't really prioritize because of mainstream kind of learning. But in the new world to come, we need more kinesthetic applications where all three modules of visual, auditory, read and write, and kinesthetic learnings are all being put together in order to bring about a strong impact. For example, the impact of speech, the ability to present, connect, communicate, enhance team leadership, and also understand the dynamics of people. This requires kinesthetic learning, a very practical approach to applying yourself as a being, interpersonal skill in a system.
So this learning environment built on applications, on practical applications.
Very
yeah.
practical.
Perfect. So how does this environment contribute to a confidence, personal growth, and mastering the art of learning?
Now, if you take a look at any individual, as per se, let's say a child or an adult, one of the presets that anybody sets back on is whether somebody is judging them or not, whether they are being judged. And this sets them back a few steps in trying to approach or apply themselves towards the audience or the people they're trying to connect with. Now, this requires a deeper understanding of who, when, where, what, and why that individual is in front of somebody, or in the presence of somebody, or trying to connect with somebody. This requires a mindset approach. Now that's a complete auditory kind of setting started. It's called parenting the learner for the beginning. So you parent the learner into a particular mindset of learning and development and further progress. And that basic startup helps the individual start looking at the bigger picture.
So, Mr. Shuhaib, how do you see the future of Pufferfish and its role in shaping the future leaders, in preparing them?
I think we play a very, very important role. And as trainers and coaches, we transform something ordinary into extraordinary. We make individuals excel at who they are and where they come from. And every teacher is our partner. Every school is a partner. And how I say this is because they're all applying it in their own different ways. And we want to spearhead the game in terms of further progress for every individual. We take individuals and make them brands. We make them perform. We make them excel. We make them apply and serve themselves towards society and create value.
So, what advice would you like to convey through our episode to them, to your customers, to your partners, and also to young professionals aspiring to join this field, the field of training and development?
Everybody needs it. We all require it. It is a necessity now. To have interpersonal skills and to work with people is definitely a very, very vital ability to have. You're a new age human being. Devices can only do much, but your smile with confidence can do much, much more. Your interpersonal skills define your ability to lead and also transform the lives of other people. And that includes you.
Yes, it is a necessity, as you mentioned. So, Mr. Shuaib, as we come to the end of our episode, I would like to invite you to share a message of appreciation and gratitude to the UAE and its rulers.
I do not know where to begin, but I'm very grateful. The United Arab Emirates and its leaders have made me think and made me understand that there is so much more to being of service and as an individual in society. I learn every day. This city, this country, its people. Trying to be part of them has made me become better. And I've understood that I do not know how much of gratefulness that I could ever serve throughout my life.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shuaib Ali, for being a part of our program and for sharing your success story. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
We would like to sincerely thank our distinguished guest for this discussion. We hope this episode has provided you with new insights and inspiration. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes for more enlightening conversations, and goodbye.
والله